Welcome back, welcome aboard, all aboard for another episode of How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. I'm Kelly Jack, your gaming host here on the David Rex channel. This is the Devil's Towers Fixit 1969 game, and if it seems like I'm still low energy, yeah, that cold came back and knocked me down again yesterday. Do not recommend this cold. Negative 16 stars now. All right, we're going to go ahead and unpause everything. I did have a crash, so I did have to rebuild. So if things look slightly differently, especially on the truck line over here, that's why I did have to rebuild it differently to get it to take and function the way I wanted it to. This guy's supposed to be loading up. I do need to get some power to him. And I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do is just lay some power in and see if that starts him rolling. So we'll just take and make a little power line right there, drop in a transformer, and now hopefully Rooster's Perch oil well will take and start producing. Looking at our industry list, we still have, let's see, Des Lakes crude still doesn't, oh, that's because I have to refresh it. All right, let's refresh it. Served by nobody. We got another oil field yet to serve. Let's go to him. Take a look. He needs to get to Octochem. He needs people from these three towns. The PBR, as I'm calling it. The beer cities to produce. So looking at him, what's a good way to get him over to Octochem? Not really a good way. We're going to have to build a line because there's no way to really mainline into Octochem without going down and around the long way, and this just doesn't make sense here. This is one of those places where it does make sense to begin building a new main line. And we're just going to do a single line initially. And right there, that tells me this is going to be tougher yet than I thought. And we're going to have to take and do something like this. And then bring him up, avoid the pyramid top on the peak, come back down, and come sailing into Octochem from the backside, like that. It's going to be kind of a jagged route, but oh well. We're going to go ahead and put a, oops, I didn't like how that hooked in. That didn't hook in the way I wanted it to. I want it to hook in. No, that was the right way. That was the right way. Sort of like that. And then we've got our passenger line spot there, which will let us grab passengers from the towns that serve it. And those towns, again, the town that needs the most is Bering Cross. They're all about the same, 45 to 58. Bering Cross is the biggest city. So let's give him another little line, and we'll put in a little speedy line to let him get up to here. We'll need to take out that signal, put signals back here on that stretch. Let's go ahead and kick the trees out for a minute. Yes, I do have a signal in place. Okay, good. And time to put it in. Let's start with doing the station. get people from Bering Cross over here. And we're going to need a road station as well. There we go. Something like this. Not the best setup I've made, but oh well. And that'll let us get people moved between those two spots. Now we can dispatch from out here. I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to put a single Abro on him for now. 80 passengers should be enough per trip. Back and forth. Starting with the passenger service first for a change. We're also going to drop in because it's right there on the power line, go ahead and drop in a transformer midpoint. And I'm going to make him a 50% line. I want 40 passengers on that line. So this is out to a place we're calling Pauling B Oil Field. We'll change its name in a minute. We're just going to call it the junction. Junction Oil. Rigger's Ride. And then we'll change this to be Junction Oil. All right, now we need to get a train going. And because this is going to be a shorter train, I think I can get away with, and he's the only thing on his line, I'm just going to run him. So we need our production yard. Make it a 5. One inbound yard, so we know that that's an inbound yard for him. Come back to this. He's going to load there, come out there, 100%. And that's the Octo Junction Oiler. And get him going. Close out the depot because we won't need it for a few minutes, but now we've tied in another industry that was part of our problems. Go ahead, served by, not served yet. These guys are what's left. We've got a couple of oil wells, a couple scrap yards, 3 scrap yards, and 2 timber plantations. Let's go to this one here. This one is right there, and that's a nice, easy spot to tie into. He goes to both Vernal and Larry's, so he's going to need 2 lines serving him. So he needs an actual yard. And we can just tie him in right here. signals at the front. We're going to get both trains rolling. Now we need to make certain that we have a capability to get to Larry's, Lumbers, and the Vernal from here. But we're going to dispatch out of Satellite Yard for this guy. And again, we can get away with this train. And I don't care that I'm not running full throttle. 90 miles an hour is pretty good speed for that kind of a train. He's out here, so we need to, well, first things first, copy that convoy because we're going to have two of these guys, remember? Why have to rebuild it? Okay, so we need to get to Vernal Paper Mall. And just back over here. We'll bring him into Vernal. Yeah, that one there. 100% him. We don't have a name on him, but we're just going to call him Pete Bog Pines. So it's the Vernal Peat Bog. Auger. Using my take one name from each site to take and get it there. We head back over to him for a minute. Change that name. And now we're going to grab from the other location. And this is the one we got to find Larry's at. Where's Larry's? You know what? Hi, show me Larry's. Bring him into Larry's at 100% load. Peat Bog Larry Logger. Just, trying to build the system, not really trying to overtax anything yet. We will have to start considering doing a double here soon. We really should consider getting some power down into, especially to the power places that need it the most. So let's go ahead and run some power. We are getting to the point where hopefully this will start triggering the need for more power. Drop a transformer there and then just pull right off the transformer to get him down to here. Which is going to be tougher. Do some slope work. And there's our power. Rotate, make certain he did connect in. He did not. Now he's connected in. And they're both drawing power, so we've got good news there. The other thing we need to start thinking about is connecting these two power systems better. They do connect all the way back out there. Rotate back so that we're looking north again. Traditional view. Okay. Again, open up them industry lists. Go to that. Scrap yards. And of course, we got Lone Woods logging. Let's go see where Lone Woods is at and how tough he's going to be to service. Lone Woods is indeed lonely. He's got to get over to Larry's, which can be done right there. Okay. I got a plan. I ain't going to say that it's a good plan, but I got a plan. Give me a dig so that I can pull him out over this side. Blow that tunnel through. Run the tracks all the way through so that we know that they're there. And then bring him into his spot. Need to throw a signal there. Now get him in. He can come down to here, connect in, and then come over to Larry's logs. Perfect. All right, so now we just need to dispatch him. And again, fastest dispatch for out here is probably going to be the satellite yard. It's going to cost us more money because it's a long way around, but what the hey? I want to see just how many I can take and tow behind an SD and save a little bit of money. How many log cars can we tow behind an SD? Oh man, we can save $1 by taking and doing SDs from now on. I'm liking this. Okay, here we go. Find good old Larry's. Lone Woods to Larry's. Actually, we're going to do them to that one. Looking good. Feeling good. And we're set and ready to rock and roll. And I think we're going to call this an episode. Thanks for watching. Have a better day than I'm having, which doesn't take much. We've got power in. We connected up a couple more of the timber yards. Did some signaling work, minor work we've got laid out so that we can do a siding before on each side of the tunnel so that we can use just one tunnel and not have to spend a lot of money. And financially, we're still hurting. We're only running around $800,000 a year, not performing as well as the single line chaos seems to. But some of that's just, we've done some rerouting. We're also running a lot of different things that I didn't run in the other games with upgraded rail, things like that. And hopefully down the road, this will all start paying off. I'm Cali Jack. Thanks again for watching. And this has been episode 50, what? Good grief. It's been that long. I was trying to take and do 55. Episode 55. Session 55 in the sessions. Catch you later.